So today we're going to do a new technical exercise, and this is something to help you with your staccato notes, so your nice short bouncy notes and some of your really smooth notes. So we're going to practice both of these things together. Okay? Now before we do this, I want to remind you that just because it is staccato, bouncy, it doesn't have to go fast. Okay? So our song can go quite slow, but we can just have some short notes, okay? So it doesn't have to be too fast. Now, this technical piece that we're going to be doing is called jumping up a hill, okay? And in this piece, we're going to have, as I said, a mixture of staccato, short notes, and smooth notes. We're also going to have a few sharps in there, so some of your black keys, and we're going to be moving up the piano a little bit. Okay, but our fingers are going to be following a similar pattern. So let's start with our right hand, okay, so the one at the top end of the piano, okay, and we are going to start in your C position. Okay. Now, for our first note, we're going to play 3 notes at the same time. We're going to be playing a C, an E, and a G. So your number 1, your number 3, and your number 5. So this chord, these 3 notes are all together like this. But we want to make them staccato, okay? So they're quite short. So we go 1, 2. So again, we've got our C, our E, and our G. Nice and short staccato. 1, 2. Okay. Next, we want to play the same 3 notes, but we're going to split them up, and we want to make them nice and smooth, so not too short, actually not short at all, okay? So we want to play our C, E, and G, C, E, G, okay? So we've got short, short, and then smooth, okay? So we go our chord, C, E, and G, again, and then, okay? Again, we've got short, short, smooth, smooth, short. Okay. Our left hand is going to do the same thing, okay, just an octave lower. So we've got our same 3 notes, our C, our E, and our G. Okay. And C, E, G. C, E, G. Okay. So those are going to come together, okay? And we're only going to do that once. So 3 notes together, short, short, smooth, smooth, short. So short, short, smooth, smooth, short. Then we're going to move our hand up a note. Okay? So we're just going to take our whole hand and move it up. So that now we are starting with our number 1 finger on your right with your D, and your number 5 finger in your left also is on your D. And we want to make sure for this one that we have an F sharp, which is our black note, with your 3rd fingers. And we're going to follow the same pattern. So the same 3 fingers, okay, number 1, 3, and 5, okay, play them all together, and we go short, short, staccato, staccato, okay, and then the same 3 things. So we've got our D, F sharp, A. Okay. So first time, D, F sharp, and A all together in a staccato, and then split it up, nice and smooth. Your left hand is doing the same. So short, short. Okay. And then we put it together. Okay? So staccato, staccato, smooth, smooth, staccato. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to move up 1 more. So with your right hand now, your number 1 finger, your thumb, is going to be on the E. Okay? The same with your left hand. Your number 5 is going to be in your E. And we want to make sure this time we have a G sharp. Again, it's your number 3 finger. Okay? So we want to have in the middle, so we're going to be using our E, our G sharp, and our B for our 3 notes. Okay? And the same pattern. We've got staccato, staccato, smooth, smooth, short. Okay? Left hand is doing the same. E, G sharp, and B is our chord. So we've got staccato, staccato, smooth, smooth, staccato. Okay, and together. we're going to do it one more time. You guessed it, we're going to go up again. Okay, so moving up one note. Okay, so this time we are starting with our F at the bottom, our A in the middle, and our C. Same 3 fingers, okay, and the same pattern. This time there's no sharps or no flats, so they're all white keys. So we've got staccato, staccato, F, A, C. Now one more time we're going to move up. This time we're going to be starting with our G at the bottom, our B with your 3rd finger, and your D with your little finger in your right hand. Okay. Your left hand is the same. Your G, your B, and your D. Staccato, staccato, smooth, smooth, staccato. Okay, together. Okay. Now to finish off, we're going to stay here for a minute. Okay. Your right hand, we're going to use our number 4 finger. You don't need to move it. Okay, our number 4 finger is on your C. And we're going to play that twice and hold it for 2 counts. So this is a long note. Okay, so we've got C, C, and then we're going to jump back down to our first position, your C position, to finish with a really long middle C. And this one gets 4 counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. Your left hand, okay, is going to be still in the same position. Okay. We've got a little bit of a stretch in your left hand. We're going to be using fingers 1 and 2. Okay. Your number 2 finger will still be on your C, and your number 1 has a little bit of a stretch up to the E. Okay, so we're just skipping over 1 note. So we've got a chord here like this. We're going to play it 2 times for 2 counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then just like the right hand, we're going to move back to our first position, back to your C position, and with your number 5 finger, finish on a C and hold it for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So our last 2 bars will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I know there was a lot there, so I'm going to play it through for you once, okay, so that you can have a listen to what it should be like when it's all together. Okay. So remember, we're listening for the staccatos and the smooth notes. So it's always going to be staccato, staccato, smooth, smooth, staccato. Staccato, staccato, smooth, smooth, staccato. Okay, that's our pattern. Okay, so this is what we're going to end up with. So that's jumping up a hill, okay? So that's gonna give you some good practice with your staccatos and your smooths, okay? And when you finish, you can go back and do it again if you want, and so you can get it really good. Remember, it doesn't have to be fast, okay? So it can be slower than that, no problem, okay? So see how you go. Remember to keep your notes nice and short, but not necessarily fast. Okay, so all the best, and we'll see how you go with that next week.